What's going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. As you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be doing my review on the Viking warrior hybrid called the Raven. And so I'm just going to refer to it as the Raven from now on, man. This Raven blade is badass. My brother from another mother out there in Denmark, Esben from Ultimate Knife Search. I'm going to leave his link below. Go check him out, give him a sub, and you'll love his channel, man. It's awesome, man. I got to get my reviews up to his par, man. He does some good work. Go check out his review on this Raven. This is his blade that he designed, and check out the history behind this. I'm gonna give you a little bit. He gets into a lot of detail, but I'm gonna definitely give you a little bit. It's really rich history on the Viking history on this blade, and just super thankful for him sending me this blade and allowing me to test it and to keep it. You know, he had this made from the kukri house, and he had to make 2 of them and sent one to me for testing, and then you know, one to himself to do his review. So go check out his review on this one. It's bitching. And for me, I'm gonna get started too. Let's check it out. So I'll go over some of the stuff that he went over. Now look at this, the leather sheath. Like the kukri house always does really nice leather sheaths with this little nice little leg strap, awesome rivets, just perfectly executed sheath, just badass. I love it. And check out this blade. I'm gonna go over it a little bit with you, give you some little bit of the history as well, and my thoughts here. So look at that freaking blade, just awesome. So what Esben was saying was that he wanted to pay homage to the Viking god Odin, right? So there's a lot of rich history behind the Vikings, especially out there where he's at, you know. And the Nordic god was Odin, and he was known to have one eye. So that's why he made this ring. So this ring isn't necessarily like a karambit ring, you know. You're not gonna really, I mean, you can put your finger in it, but it's not really meant for that, you know. It's more meant for tradition. So they said back when they found Viking weapons, where there was an axe, a sword, a knife, they all had this ring in the back. And there's a lot of different theories on it, but one of the main ones that a lot of the researchers were saying was that the ring was to pay homage to Odin. And that's why most of them are shaped like this, with this flat part here and here, because he only had one eye. So it was just to pay homage to him for, you know, for the way he looked with just the one eye. And he also had the reason why they called this the Ravens, because he always had 2 ravens on either side that would send him information on earth and then heaven. He would be his messengers, right? So he would have the ravens on either side of his shoulder. So that's why if you look at this, it's almost shaped like a raven. You got the eye hole here and the beak going down. So it's built to symbolize the symbol of raven. And that's why he did a black coating on the sides here, just to keep with the same theme, right? And left the black handles as well. And let me tell you, the grip on this is just freaking awesome. I love it. It feels so good in the hand. Just fits in perfectly. It hugs in tight, as you can see there. I mean, it just grips right in here, and it just grips in. Your hand just squeezes into it, just melts into it. Feels really good. And then you got that security here from this ring. So if you're chopping or hacking, you got this just gonna push up on that ring there, and then you got this nice big ricasso here. So you know you got some safety there from not sliding up on the edge of the blade. Just really well designed, man. Really well executed there, Esben. Just badass. Nice jimping here. It's when you feel it, they took it down quite a bit, which is good. It doesn't feel too aggressive, but it feels pretty good in hand. He did add this extra edge here. So for any type of, you know, the reason why he wanted to do that is to have a secondary edge. So you have your main edge for doing your normal stuff, and if you want to open coconuts or clams or something like that, it's gonna be hard that you don't care to damage a little bit. You could use this one for rough stuff. And then, because this one's almost like a 95% sharpness, not totally sharp, but it's sharp enough to break something open. And then you have your really sharp edge for doing your fine work and carving and feather sticking and stuff like that. So I thought that was a cool design. He was talking about maybe not adding this and getting it, but I think it's cool. It adds just a new, another element to the blade. You know, in my opinion, it gives it a little character. So I think I'm glad he added this and not took the sound lifter just flat. It just makes it different, makes it cool. I like it. And he did use, what you can see there, that's freaking thick, 8mm thick stock all the way down to the tip, which I love. You know me, I love a thick, fat tip for that, you know, if you're gonna be throwing, prying, just everything, you know. It's awesome to have a real strong tip instead of these real thin little weak tips that's always bust off and you got to try to resharpen a new tip on it. So I do appreciate that. This is made out of 5160 steel, and it does have an 9-inch blade length. 9-inch blade length. So just bitching. Like I said, the ergos on this are just awesome. It feels really good in hand, really good in hand. And I mean, even this, you could use this ring here as a skull buster, you know, just bitching. And if you want to hear, like I said, the full history on this, Esben goes into it a little bit more from Ultimate Knife Search on his review on this, and you can get all the full story. It's awesome history, awesome. You know, freaking the Vikings. You know the Vikings, man. They're badass, man. They're savage Vikings. Hell yeah. But dude, this thing is just bitching. I think Esben knocked it out of the park with this one, man. It's pretty cool, and it still feels light enough and nimble. It's not too big, too bulky, easy to carry, you know, and it's just pretty badass. Look at that, they pinned it in with brass pins. It looks nice. You got those Makata handles. I think that's what it is. I'll have to check again on his channel, but it looks like it. I like how he said it's all blacked out. It's pretty cool to simulate the Raven. Man, this is bitching. So what I'm gonna be doing next, after I do my review, I'm gonna pass this off to Donnie B all day, and then have him pass it off to Scab at Choir Boys Cutlery, and I think it's Choir Boys Outdoor now. But once they review it, I'm gonna want this back, man. This right here has sentimental value to me, man. For my brother from Denmark sent this to me, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome, dude. This is gonna definitely be a part of my grill collection now, man. Just because of the history behind it, and you sending this to me, man. Awesome. So let's see. I brought a piece of paper to check out the sharpness here. Let's see here. So, yeah. And you did say it's not necessarily paper cutting sharp, but damn, this sucker is paper cutting sharp. I'd have to say, he's doing a good job. So yeah, it's sharp. It's sharp, ready to roll. All right, let's move on to some more demoing. So I forgot to mention too, Esben did say this is 580 grams, if you guys are interested in the weight of it. So not too heavy at all. For thick, robust it is, it's still not too bad of a carry. So let's start with the rope cut here. This is gonna be like that nylon style rope, pretty durable stuff. Let's see how it goes through it. Fairly simple. Let's try to go through 2. Yep, easy peasy. All right, let me get another piece here. This one is not as sharp, but let's try to do the top swedge here and see. Yeah, this one is not as sharp. Again, this one's meant for secondary, but it can do it if you put more effort into it. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, I mean, it's putting a cut in it. You can see there, it's putting a cut, but it's not, like I said, it's 95% sharp. So this is gonna be more for processing, like I said, coconuts and other stuff. The door has seen better days, but still gonna hack at it until it falls to pieces and I have to get another one. So I'm gonna hit this and see how it chops, see how much material it removes here and how it feels, if there's any hot spots. So far, I said that just the way it feels in the hand, it feels great in the hand. So let's give it a try and see how it goes. Flinging wood. Put you guys in frame. Oh yeah. Just flinging wood. Look at that. Really comfortable so far. No hot spots. Even right here, they tapered it just perfectly right here, so I don't feel anything rubbing. See how they have the material from the handle go all the way up to the edge there, so you get a little extra cushion there. Just awesome. Nice and clean. Let's check out this edge. No damage at all. Perfect. Looks flawless. No rolls, no chips, still razor sharp. Let's do some chopping with this back edge just to see. To be honest, it even feels kind of comfortable in reverse grip swinging this. I mean, I know it's probably not the main reason you're gonna wait to use it, but if you had to, yeah. Look at that big ass chunk it took. Yeah, that back edge still does the deed as well. Not bad. Let's give you some point of view chopping here. Like I said, the handle feels really nice. No shock at all. No hot spots. Go over here now. Make sure I get you in frame here. Trying to balance this thing. It's been kind of difficult here, but as you can see, there we go. Flinging wood. Awesome. No issues there. Flawless. Let's slice into this chair netting because you know it's pretty heavy duty stuff. It's meant to support people's weights. So let's see how this thing's, ooh, like butter. Easy. Let's do that. Just go in here like that and then use the back. Awesome. Okay, let's do some 4-foot drops and some hard downward throws. See how the balance is, and to see when we do harder downward throws to see if anything comes loose on the handles or tip gets damaged or anything like that. Look at that freaking tip though. I don't see that happening. All right, 4-foot drop. Like an arrow. Man. All right, let's do some hard downward throws here. Boom. And boom. Awesome. Anything come loose? Nope. Tip straight as an arrow. Come on. Okay, let's do a little bit of batoning. See how this thing bites through wood. 8 millimeters thick. I'm thinking it's gonna split this. It's gonna wedge this thing apart. Let's check it out. Easy. Do that again. And mind you, this stuff is, I mean, it's dry, hard, old wood. It's not no soft pine or anything like that. And what's cool is you still got that edge you got to watch for, but right here is all flat and thick, 8 millimeters thick. So you still got that place to baton. And if you want, you can even go back here. Easy. One more time. That's across the grain. Look at that. Ooh. And that's against the grain. Man, it's getting hard. Time to switch hands here. Let me do it with my strong hand. There we go. Boom. Rolls, folds, chips. Psh. Nope. No damage at all to the spine. Nothing. All right, let's see about some feather sticking here. Man, look at those little acrylic cues. The edge geometry on this is awesome. paper thin curls there. Let me show you this, guys. That coming up, man, look at that. Beautiful curls. Let's try the back edge and just to see. The back edge is more for, I would say, more than for curls, is more going to be for that scraping, right? So if you're looking just to scrape, because it's doing it, if you look at it, it's creating those little scrape. So I mean, you could even use the back just for scraping, you know, that 90%, 95% sharpened edge there. But man, the front one though, whew, just beautiful. Beautiful curls. Okay, let's process this branch so I could throw it into my recycler. Or I even use it for firewood, actually. For the fire pit. Bam. Straight through that. Just take off some of these small ones here. Boom. Okay. Let's chop through this one and then we'll call it a day for this. Well, not for the video yet, but just for this log. Like butter. Boom. Processed. Okay, so I do live in California. We got a lot of palm trees and these things make a mess, as you guys know. So let's see how this knife does with processing these and getting ready to take them to the either green recycler or take a big batch to the dump. But let's see here. Easy. Get this side now. Made easy work of that. Easy work of that. Let's break this into some pieces. Don't get much easier than that. Badass. Okay, let me give it a throw at the log here. About 10 feet, maybe 12 feet back. Something kind of close, but I just want to see how it throws. Boom! And that's stuck in solid. Let's try that again. Awesome thrower. Man, that thing's bitching. Easy to stick that thing. Let me try a spin throw. Those are front nose. Did you guys balance there? Got to be careful because this one does have that secondary edge. So I don't want to cut my hand. Let's see this. All right. Things I do for you guys. Oh, yeah. Easy peasy. All right, let's do a little bit of prying. See how this thing pries, or how it pries. Let's see how the tip holds up, and let's see how it removes this material. Look at this, how hard I'm sticking it. Absolutely flawless. Let's see if this thing can strike a ferrule rod. Yeah, getting some sparks. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Yep. There we go. Guess you could use this part here, you know, and then just have to resharpen it though, but yeah. It's another good purpose to have this little secondary edge. See here. There we go. Yep. You can do it, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes my review on this Raven, man, by Esben from the Ultimate Knife Search. Even my dog was impressed with that one, man. This thing is bad. I gotta say, this thing is badass. You know, Esben, you outdid yourself, brother. This thing is cool. And I'm not just saying that because you're my friend. I'm not just saying that. The proof speaks for itself. You guys saw my review, man. I freaking smashed through this. I batoned with it. I freaking chopped everything. I chopped through like numerous things with it. I threw it at the freaking log. I mean, pried with it. I cut rope with it. And yeah, my dog's a little pissed because he's locked up back here. So excuse his little crybaby noise. Big old vicious pit bull, but has a little tiny chihuahua cry. Anyways, yeah, so just awesome, man. I mean, the handle feels great. I mean, it looks and feels great, but then actually when you actually use it and start chopping with it, it actually feels just as good as it feels in your hand. It feels just as good actually using it. Because sometimes knives can be a little deceiving like that. You can put a knife in your hand and be like, oh, this feels really nice in the hand. Until you actually start chopping and using it and feeling the frictions and feeling the different areas of the handle that might rub. But way he contoured this handle here and did this sloping down and right in here, this finger grooves. And of course, the Kukraus just masterfully, like you can't even tell where the metal and the material for the handle begin. Just feels super smooth. So I mean, it's just awesome. And the edge, look at that edge. I didn't touch, I swear I didn't do nothing to this edge, guys. This is right after the review. All I did was rinse it off with water because it was full of just debris, but that's it. And then look at that tip, absolutely flawless. No bending, no rolling, no nothing, just straight as an arrow. I mean, straight up and down. You can't get, I mean, awesome, but that's a thick ass tip, so I didn't see that thing rolling really. Just awesome. I mean, this blade is badass. No chips, no rolls, no folds anywhere within the blade after all that smashing. And you can see Esben took his and went through a freaking metal pan, chopped the metal pan in half. So that tells you what kind of durability we have. But just going off of what Esben's designed though, man, it's awesome, brother. It's awesome, really, man. And my opinion, I mean, that's up to you if you wanted to make another one without it. But my opinion, dude, this thing is pretty bitchin'. They even have the secondary edge. I totally like it. As you saw, I did with the ferrule rod striking. You can use that if you know, having a hard time trying to get it off of here. I mean, just pick up the back portion here if you want to, and just that. And if you have to resharpen it, you know, throw it through I could throw this through my work sharp, make this a razor blade if I wanted to. But I kind of like it a little bit on the dollar side, just like you said, for more strength when you're trying to hack through something solid. Like if you're trying to crack open a freaking clamshell or a hardcore coconut or something, you know, you're trying to break something open that you shouldn't be breaking with your main edge. That right there is awesome to keep that as like a secondary backup, little bit dollar edge. Absolutely love it. And then like I said, this right here is awesome. I wasn't able to get a coconut. I wanted to get a coconut to smash this back portion here open with the coconut. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to do that, but maybe in future videos I'll get that done. So this is going to be going to Donnie B all day next, and he can send it over to Scab, and look forward to seeing their reviews. Esben, thank you very much, man, for letting me be part of this awesome review and this awesome knife. and I love the history. You know me, I'm Hispanic, but man, I love the Viking history. I love just how badass they were, and the shit, how they conquered a lot of crap back in the day, man. They took no shit. They're badass, dude. So definitely love the history. Appreciate you making a part of it. You are the modern day Viking. And I only have one more thing to say. Don't go hiking. Go Viking!